Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to that's right, the very last damn Q&A of 2022. I promised I'll be back in a week because now I'll be taking some kind of vacation. Don't worry, I'll still be making videos. But the next Q&A will be probably in about a month. I'll be back probably January 15, I think it's a Sunday. Let's check it out. No. Yeah, I think it's 15. So I'll be back on Sunday, January 15, for the next Q&A, for the first Q&A of 2023. But I think it's safe to say that this is officially the last one of 2022. All right, everybody. So I'm going to do a couple of things. Thanks for joining. I'll be doing an unboxing of this thing. It's a gift a fan sent to me, and I want to do an unboxing because I didn't open it. It's a special edition of a certain game. And you've probably noticed there's no music, for now. Of course there's a playlist, but I want to play the guitar a little bit. I kind of want to play the guitar just for you guys, just so you can see how much I suck at music. And then you'll be able to say, so that's why he quit his music career. That's why he's no longer a musician. Now I see it. So let me know if it's too loud or if you can barely hear it. And before you ask, I don't know any JRPG songs. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, I've been playing the guitar for like 20, probably more, for 25 years. I've been playing the guitar for 25 years, and I know some JRPG music on the keyboards. I know a lot of, Final Fantasy tunes, Chrono Cross, but on the guitar, I was like, man. So the first song that I set out to learn was Radical Dreamers of Chrono Cross, Tan, da, 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 da. I just couldn't do it. I was like, man, what the hell is Yasunori Mitsuda playing right there? So, I don't even know how the song goes, man. I was like, man, those guys might just be more talented. Japanese composers, Japanese video game composers might just be more talented than the bands we listen to, Something like that right now. That's totally wrong, I know, but let me know if you can hear it. Alright, so this is my guitar. This is a chord. You can see it. A chord. This is a practice guitar I bought. There's a story to it. I'll tell the story in a bit. And this is a practice guitar that I bought when I was working at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Worst fucking job I ever had in my fucking life. I hate that job, man. I hated that job. But I only worked there for 2.5 months. I started working there. I think it was in September. Yeah, it was September, the beginning of September of 2000. Damn, 2005 or 6. I think it was 5. 2005. September 2005. And 2 weeks later, I was like, man, this is the worst fucking job I've been in my life. Fuck this job, man. Fuck you, Kentucky Fried Chicken in Mexico. Motherfuckers. But I also have very fond memories of working there because, the other employees were awesome. The people there, we were very united. And they gave me a birthday cake one day. That was a complete surprise. But anyway, my other fond memories involve this guitar. And I was like, man, I'm going to quit this job. And I was living with my parents, and my parents are those type of parents. You quit a job and you better find another one as fast as you can, or else. And I was like, man, I'm going to quit this job because I hate it, but I want to save money to buy my freaking electric guitar, because before this I had another electric guitar that didn't work. I had an amplifier, and the amplifier worked just fine, but the guitar didn't work. And it was a gift from my cousin a long time ago, and I had an acoustic guitar, but I wanted to play all those 9 Inch Nails songs, Deftones songs, all that jazz, Yeah, I wanted to play Deftones, 9 Inch Nails, back then I was into Green Day, Nirvana, Smashing Pumpkins, Placebo. I wanted to play even some The Cure songs, But yeah. So I was working there, and I said to myself, you know what, I'm just gonna hold out. I'm just gonna hang in there and save enough money to buy my damn guitar and also a pedal. Because back then, this amplifier that I got right now, this one has distortion and all that jazz. But the previous amplifier that I got, it was a PV, P-E-A-V-Y, PV. Badass brand, you know, but this one that I have right now is a Vox Pathfinder. You probably don't know anything about that, but I'm pretty sure someone out there knows what I'm talking about. It's a Vox Pathfinder. Great for industrial metal, you know. If I play something, you know, like from Green Day, it's gonna sound like shit, like... Yeah, right, I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound very well. You know, that's, I gotta, you know, trinkle with it a little bit, you know, move the treble down, the volume and all that, the gain, you know, all that stuff, you know, to sound a little bit like Green Day. But this amplifier is precisely, you know, for industrial metal, you know, like 9 Inch Nails, you know, a little bit like more on the Deftones side. No, not all Deftones, but some. In any case, the guitarist from Deftones plays with a 7-string guitar, so barely anything I play sounds like the songs, like the actual songs. Well, anyway, yeah. So I bought this guitar. I worked for like a month, I think, a little bit over a month, and I only had saved up enough money to buy the guitar. Sorry if I'm far away from the microphone. You know, I gotta be, you know, because if I'm like this, you know, how the hell am I gonna? I mean, no. So I was there, and I went to the store, and I only had like $80. I think I paid $80. Keep in mind, this was 2005. Holy crap. That's 13 years ago. Fuck. 12 years ago. Oh my god. No, wait, it's more. 15, 17 years ago. Holy shit, I'm old, man. I'm fucking old. So I bought the guitar, and I think I paid like $80 or $90, something like that. It was less than 100, I'm pretty sure. So I bought the guitar, and I had a blast, you know, with the amplifier and such, but I knew it. I needed a pedal. So I had to stay like for 3 more weeks in that freaking place. Like another month. A whole month to save up enough money now for the freaking pedal. So that's exactly what I did, you know. I held out. I almost went crazy, you know. Horrible experience, horrible, you know, job. But yeah. That's what I did. You know, I stayed for over a month. So I worked for 2.5 months in Kentucky Fried Chicken. I bought the freaking pedal, and I fucking quit. I stopped going. I didn't even quit. I just stopped going. Until a week later, the manager called me. Hey, you're not gonna come anymore? Nope. Oh, okay. You know, you gotta go to this place to receive your final check and deliver the uniform, and that's it. Thanks. You're welcome. Go fuck yourself. Jesus. Worst fucking job ever. And so I got this guitar, and yeah, the rest is history. I've been playing this electric guitar since then. So it's not the best guitar, okay? It's not a freaking Gibson. It's not a Les Paul. It's not a Yamaha, you know? Come on. I mean, it's a cheap practice guitar, so it's not the best guitar ever. So yeah, I mean, that's it. This is my guitar, everybody. And I don't know any freaking JRPG songs. I was saying earlier that I just don't know any, you know? I know, that battle theme from Shin Megami Tensei 5, maybe, and I'm pretty sure I got it wrong. Probably it's something like this. Something like this. This is totally wrong. I think it's something like this. Yeah? I think it's just like this with these 2 power chords. I obviously, you know, I don't want to start talking about tunings. My guitar is on D standard. Oops. D standard is a very unusual tuning. The majority of metalheads, I mean, for metal and hard rock music, industrial metal, whatever, punk even, you know, they use either E standard or drop D or drop C. Me, I use D standard. Don't ask why. This is a decision I made fucking 25 years ago, because back then I couldn't play certain songs from my favorite bands on E standard. So I started using D standard. I'm pretty sure most of you don't know what I'm talking about, but for the ones who do, that's what I use, D standard. So in D standard, I don't think I can use these two power chords alone to play that battle theme from Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's something like that. Right? Fuck, man, I can't even do it. Something like that, yeah, I know, it sucks. So yeah, and I was just wondering the other day, why is it that I love JRPG so much and I don't know a single freaking song on the guitar, that's just ridiculous. And I started playing Radical Dreamers and I just couldn't follow, I was like, man, I was watching this guy on YouTube, I don't remember the name, and I was like, man, I can't do that, I'm more of a rhythmic player, all the solos and shit, I don't even know, I mean, come on, I don't have the fingers, I don't have the speed, the technique, the discipline, to play all these amazing solos, like Sunshine Coastline from East 8, like, and it sounds horrible in this guitar with this amplifier, This is to play like this. Yeah, music like that. Anyway, I don't even know the theme song for my channel, Sultan, I don't know what the hell he did, Yeah, wow, I can't do that, man. I just can't. And that's why I quit music, because I can't do stuff like that, no matter, I've been playing guitar 25 years and I don't even know how to do that, So if you have any requests from bands, not from JRPGs, be my guest. Maybe I'll load the song. The bands that I know are, Nine Inch Nails, Deftones, Smashing Pumpkins. I'm pretty sure the majority of Smashing Pumpkins songs I got them wrong. It's Billy Corgan, freaking genius on the guitar. Pink Maggot, I think it's Pink Majid, right? From Deftones. That'll be like this, I know that one. I don't know Back to School because it just always sounded like rap metal to me. I know Deftones is new metal, but I prefer Pink Majid. Back to School from Deftones is, I don't like that song, but like Pink Majid is better, much better. Pink Majid, right? Wait. Yeah. Rinse and repeat. That's Pink Majid. And then the chorus. Yeah. Push back to square now that you need it. Yeah, one song I can't even play. I can't even. I'm a singer. I used to be a singer. If you've checked out my very early demos, that I used to sing, I can barely sing with the guitar. The majority of the songs, I can't sing and play the guitar. That takes some serious skill. People underestimate that a lot, They watch their favorite bands and singers. Oh, he's playing the guitar and singing at the same time. Oh, that's pretty normal. No, man. That's really freaking hard to do. To sing and play the guitar at the same time, it takes some serious skill. What's your favorite Nin song to play and also to listen to? Well, to listen to, I have a very different playlist, but I'm a huge Nine Inch Nails fan, so one of my favorite songs to play on the guitar is Wearing This Together. Even though the beginning of the song is kind of like on a different distortion, I think it's a guitar that is very synthesized. The guitarist is playing like this, right? Sounds horrible, I know, but because the guitar on Wearing This Together by Nine Inch Nails is synthesized, that part is synthesized. But then it starts like this. I think it's yeah, so that's Wearing This Together, and the chorus is like, yo, and man, it's like, well, I'm playing the bass with this finger, but in reality it's like this. I can't sing that part while playing. Sing along, you guys. You and me, we're in this together now. Hey, none of them can stop us now. Well, the majority of you don't know that song. You probably know Nine Inch Nails for Wish, Yeah, this is the first day of my last day. Yeah, there we go. And the chorus is like a... Oh, wait. I know a lot of Nine Inch Nails songs. Anyway, guys, that's it. I see a lot of people are anxious to start asking JRPG questions. So, I'll be keeping the guitar right here. I'll be back in a bit. I'll be playing the guitar throughout the entire stream. If you don't like that, then, well, I'm sorry. This is the last goddamn Q&A of 2022. I think I've earned the right to do whatever the fuck I want on it. Alright, so if you asked any questions that I ignored, re-ask them. Ask them again, don't worry, I'm here. And I'm gonna put some music like always. Here we go. This is from Trails of Cold Steel 3. It's called Einhell Keep, I think. I didn't have enough time to create a new playlist. But anyway. You guys ready for the best JRPGs? Top 10 best JRPGs of 2022? Probably coming up next Friday, maybe. Because I promised the Yuta Watermono video. I know a lot of you don't give a shit and are not gonna watch it. And therefore the video will fail, and therefore the algorithm will fuck off my channel. But I don't care, and I promised the review. I played all 3 games almost in a row. And I was like, man, I'm gonna wait for one of those top 5 RPGs I need to talk about, and I'll put it there, but I just couldn't, There's a lot to say about Uta Warerumono and the series itself, and then there's Monochrome Mobius, And yeah, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to make a review. So I hope you guys watch it, even if you don't care about strategy RPGs or visual novels. It's such an interesting series. Strongly recommended, man. Strongly fucking recommended. So give the video a chance. I think I'll upload it next Tuesday. And then I'll probably upload also somewhere around next week my big announcement, which is going to be about my new book. It's not new, it's an 8.5-year-old book, but it's finally being translated to English. I've been working on it for the past 6 months, and it's been a bitch to translate it and correct all of the mistakes, all the context. And it's almost ready, I don't have an exact date yet, but it'll be completely translated, available in English, physically and digitally in Amazon, probably next week. So that's gonna be awesome. And then, best JRPGs 2022. I don't have a list of winners, but there's a particular game that's gonna be there because I'm currently finishing the game. I'm near the end. There's 3 final routes / endings, for that game, and I just picked mine. Of course, I saved on a different file so I can come back to the others and do them afterwards. So, this is it, guys. I finally bought it for £30. My sister came from England, for the holidays, and she bought a bunch of games for me. And, of course, I paid her in Mexican pesos. So, I bought this game for £30. That's $35, $35 US, 36 maybe. That's how much I paid for this game. So, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you watched my yesterday's video on my second channel about my philosophy on buying games. I usually don't pay that much for games, but this is a game that I don't own and that I need for the channel. So, yeah. And holy shit, man. This game is a guarantee it's gonna be in the best JRPGs of 2022. And then I'll make the video on my most anticipated JRPGs, of 2023. You can already guess which ones are gonna be there. Alright, so, Agretsuko, yeah, love the anime. Though I feel I watched the last season. I think it came out this year or last year. The previous season, the latest season from Agretsuko, and I'm not sure. I mean, the series is starting to take a different direction. I mean, it's not more because the first seasons were a lot about Agretsuko, going to the karaoke, whatever it is pronounced, place to sing metal, and we saw that almost every chapter, every episode. In the last season, she was barely there, and it was more about other stuff, and I was like, man, it's starting to go into a different direction. But I'm a fan of the first seasons, yeah. We need to talk about the Ys game, of course. I know I'm a massive Ys fan, so I was hoping for a trailer and to have a little bit more to maybe make a video about it, but there was just like screenshots and that's it, and I was like, meh. Because the day it was announced, I saw it on a Facebook post, I think, by coincidence, because I very rarely use Facebook anymore. And I just opened it up to talk to someone that I couldn't find on my phone, and I was like, oh, Ys 10 announced. Spring 2023 in Japan, or was it Odin Felgana? Because they're also remastering the remake, the Odin Felgana on the PSP. They're going to remaster that game on modern consoles. That's awesome, that's awesome. But the game's on Steam and PSP already, so I was hoping more for a full remake of Ys 5. Original versions are pretty bad. That's the only bad Ys main game in the series. So I was hoping more for a remake of some kind, but I guess the Odin Felgana being such an amazing game and being stuck on Steam and PSP, getting remastered, that's great and all, but I think most people would have preferred Ys 7. Okay, Ys 7 would have been much better instead of the Odin Felgana. But I'm not complaining, the Odin Felgana, I think it's an excellent game, so I'm glad it's coming back for modern systems next spring. And, they announced no exact release date yet for Ys 10. And there's only screenshots, so we can't see the combat. There's no gameplay footage of the combat yet. So we don't know if it's going to be Souls-like. I fucking hope not. I mean, you don't just turn a fast-paced action RPG series into a Souls clone. That's just no. There's plenty other JRPG franchises you can turn into Souls or influenced by Souls, just not Ys, man. That's the exact opposite. I mean, come on. So, I hope it's not that way. I hope it stays true to the Ys name. Fast-paced, chaotic action RPG, like always. Maybe a little bit different. That's okay, they need to innovate. They need to come up with new ideas and evolve. I get that, it's not fucking Souls, man. Just no. No. But anyway, And that's it. We got a bunch of screenshots, and that's it. Yeah. Anyway, so back to your damn questions. Have you watched the Utawaru no Mono anime? No, I kind of want to because I've heard it's kind of different. But if it's the same story as in the games, I'd rather just play the games. I just played the games and finished them, all 3 of them, like a month ago. The last one I finished it like 2 weeks ago. Probably 1 week ago. No, 2 weeks ago. Because I was playing Astria Ascending afterwards, before Triangle Strategy. And of course I'm gonna talk about Astria Ascending probably next year, not this one. I was gonna make a top 10 indie RPGs, but I just couldn't come up with 10 that I really like. That speaks volumes, doesn't it? And yeah, that top 10 indie RPGs is gonna have to wait until next year. You guys have been waiting for that video for like 5 years, I know. But what do you want me to do? You know, I have bad luck with indie RPGs. I always get to play the ones that are not that good or that are full of major problems. You know, Astria Ascending is full of major problems, but everything is solved. I'll talk about Astria Ascending some other time. I don't want to talk about that game today. I bought your first book. What do you mean my first book? My first book is Prelude to Oblivion. And that's its 10th anniversary is coming up in March next year. It's a very, very short book, so I'll probably translate it as well and upload it to Amazon, the English version of it. I gotta do something, man. I mean, it's 10 years, my 10th anniversary as an author, independent author. So I don't think that's the game you're talking about, the book you're talking about. We talk about games all the time, that I'm always going on about games instead of books and bands and CDs. And have you watched Death Note? Yes, I have. Amazing series. Don't know how taxes work in Mexico, but can't you write off all game purchases as tax-deductible business expenses since your YouTube channel is your primary source of income? Yes, I can. That's. I don't want to talk about that. Taxes in Mexico are different, and I could do that to get the deductible, but at the same time I can't because I am not being paid by a Mexican company. I'm being paid by a US company, which is Google. Google pays me. So that's an American company. So it's a I don't know what's going on in there. So I can't do that. Will the remastered version of Odin Felgana have any differences from the current PC version? I'm not sure. I haven't read about it, you know. It probably will have some kind of like, I don't know what, because I think the PSP version is like the definitive version. I mean, what else can they do? I don't know what they're gonna do, you know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Are you interested in Made in Abyss, Binary Star? No. Binary, that word right there, I'm against it. Do you read or watch spin-off media? It probably has nothing to do with that shit. But I've never heard of that game, Made in Abyss. Isn't that a game? I mean, there's a game in the Nintendo DS that's an action RPG. I think it's called. No, it's From the Abyss. I played that one. It's okay. It's not a great action RPG, but it's okay. It's an okay game. It's a good one. But I don't know anything about Made in Abyss. Do you read or watch spin-off media of JRPGs like spin-off novels, manga, or animes? Very, very rarely, you know. So no, not really. Did you have change to play Triangle Strategy? What do you mean? Have you ever thought of making an RPG? Yes, I have plenty times, and I actually got this close of doing what with a bunch of friends. They wanted to do some kind of Odin Sphere inspired 2D action RPG, you know, and I was like, man, I'm in. And they wanted me to write the story, and I was gonna write the story, but the other guy, the director, the guy who's gonna be the director, he also wanted to make some kind of Souls game. And he also wanted to write part of the story, and I was like, you know, I can't do this, you know. And the project fell apart, mainly thanks to them, you know. But it fell apart, and it went to hell, and nothing's happened since then. I'd like to write the story for an RPG, but I can't do any programming or 3D modeling or anything of the story. You know, I can do the script and maybe contribute to the music, and that's as far as I go as an artist. So I can't do a video game by myself. What do you think of the One Piece Odyssey game? I haven't tried it. It's out yet? I thought it was gonna be out next year. I don't know, I'm not a fan of One Piece, so I'm not really interested in it. Why does everyone think Ys 8 is way better than 9? Well, the thing is that Ys 9 used the exact same graphic engine, and on top of it all, it had some frame rate issues. Ys 8 had frame rate issues and resolution issues, but they were more noticeable on Ys 9. I think that's the only reason why people think Ys 8 is better. I think those games are on the same level, like you say. I can't pick which one is better. You know, I like them both equally. But yeah, the main reason why people criticized Ys 9 was because of the graphics. That's it. Made in Abyss is an anime. Gotcha. So what's it gonna... Oh, okay, so it's gonna be like some kind of action RPG or something? Tell me more. What do you think of the Final Fantasy pixel remasters on consoles? I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm fine with the original versions. I've seen how the pixel remasters look, and they look... Yes, they look pretty, they look beautiful, you know, but I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna play them. I tried RPG Maker a long time ago, and I lost my patience, man. Fucking hell, I have no patience for programming and all that stuff, you know, I just don't. I've used RPG Maker, I just don't have the skill, the talent, or the patience for that. I would like to thank you for helping me collect the top 52 games for the PS5 22. Oh, you mean the PS2? You're welcome. I just hope you didn't overpay for some of them. Have you played RPG Maker? Oh, yeah, I just answered that question. Thoughts on the Dragon Quest? On Dragon Quest Treasures? Yeah, it was released this month, wasn't it? Like a few days ago. And it looks fun, but it kind of went under a lot of people's radars. I think people were more interested in Chained Echoes and Final Fantasy Crisis Core. To be completely honest with you, I think it was a bad idea, a bad decision from Square Enix to release that game around the same time as Crisis Core. I mean, that was... I don't know, man. Look, I don't do video games, I don't publish video games, but I've published my own books. And okay, it's not the same, I know, hard to compare, but you don't just release a big game and then 2 days later another game from the same company, you know, and I don't know. It probably sold a lot in Japan, but I don't think it's gonna sell that much overseas. But it's a Dragon Quest game. Will you watch the Cold Steel anime? Oh, hey, Kiss! I probably will at some point, but I don't want to watch it on YouTube. So unless it's on Crunchyroll for free, I won't watch it. What microphone do you use? Any plans to upgrade? Oh, you probably hear me a little bit far away because I'm like here, there's a distance, so you probably hear some echo. But I'm here. You know, it's because I was playing the guitar. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, there we go. I should sound better. Anyway, so this is the microphone that I use. This is the blue microphone. I don't remember the brand. Well, this is it. The Snowball Ice Black Edition. It's pretty good, and yes, I do have plans for an upgrade. Can you tell me why you're asking that question? You know, it's I very, very rarely get comments about the equipment that I use, and I would like to know if it's starting to sound bad or if it sounds. How does it sound to you? Can you guys describe that? You know, if I really do need an upgrade, let me know. Do you play Western RPGs like Skyrim, The Witcher, Diablo? Very, very rarely. I'm a fan of Dragon Age, and I've played some Dragon Age games. I own The Witcher 3, but I never finished it. I only played it for like 2 hours and gave up. So not really, I'm not really a fan of Western styled RPGs, but I respect them and I like a few of them. I like Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning. I think that's a really, really good one. I finished that. I only on the PS3. I haven't played its remaster though. Have you played the Banner Saga? I hated that game. Hated that freaking game. It's somewhere around here. I only played the first game. I know there's 3 of them. So I played the first game and I didn't like it. I was like, man, this is pretty bad. Here it is. This is the Banner Saga trilogy, and I haven't gone back to it. Maybe I want to play the other 2 games in the trilogy, but man, this was a total disappointment for me. Have you finished Triangle Strategy? I'm right there, near the end. There's 3 endings, 3 different decisions you make. You gotta stick with one. So I made my decision yesterday, and I'm gonna fight the first battle of that ending, of that particular route. So I'm very close to the end. I had to buy the game and finish it because that's a really good game, and it's just up there, with the other big ones of 2022. So I was like, man, I need to play it and finish it to be able to decide which place it's gonna be on my video. Did you get the code for Tactics Ogre Reborn? Nope. I don't know what the fuck happened. I think Square Enix hires different people for different games. Because, the Diofield Chronicle and Star Ocean, the Divine Force, I got those codes from the same guy. And I made the videos, the review videos, you guys probably watched them, and I sent this guy the reviews. I sent, hey, I finished my reviews, here's the one for Star Ocean, here's the one for the Diofield Chronicle. And I told him, if Square Enix wants me to cover more JRPGs, do let me know, right? I never heard back. Maybe they didn't like my reviews. I don't know, I didn't get it. So have you seen the Metal Slug Tactics game? Interested? Does it finally have a release date? They announced that game like 2 years ago. What's going on with that game? I'm a fan of Metal Slug, so you bet your ass I'm interested in Metal Slug Tactics. I was gonna make a poll today. Man, I was gonna make a poll, guys. I forgot about the poll. God damn it. Okay, so we got 84 people and watching, and it's been almost 40 minutes since the stream started, and I want to make an unboxing of a game from a fan. You've probably seen this guy with a weird name, with a weird username. His name is Matthew, but his username is A-Bawa-Ku. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably not. But apparently it's some kind of character from the Gundam series. So he's a big fan of the channel, and he sent a bunch of games for Christmas, including this one. This is the limited edition of Trails from Zero. I'm guessing it's the PS4, because all of the other games he sent were on the PlayStation 4. So this is Trails from Zero, and this is the limited edition. I got the whole package 2 days ago, and I waited for today. I don't know if Matthew is watching. He's probably not, but I'm pretty sure he will. So thank you, Matthew, once again for this. You're a badass fan. So in honor and as a big thank you, I'm going to make an unboxing of this special edition right now. So, all right, let's just get right down to it. Okay, so I put this down. I don't need some kind of scissors or blades or anything for this, it's just, there you go. Alright. Trails from Zero. Trails from Zero is a remaster, from an original game released on PSC and PSP many years ago. Oh man. The plastic was, kind of like hiding how beautiful it is. I don't know if you can really see it, these lines. Oh, there you go. Yes, you can. Yeah, it looks really, really pretty. That's awesome. So let's see what's inside. Okay, so all right. Let me just move the laptop a little bit. There you go. Oops. All right, so let's see what's inside. Wow. Okay. So first we got the game. Okay, so published by your favorite company, NIS America. Okay. So yeah, the game, no manual apparently. Yep. There you go, the game sealed. It says here Deluxe Edition, so this is the Deluxe Edition. What else is there? Oh wow, what's this? The hell is this? Oh, it's like acrylic figures of the characters. So probably only the 4 main characters. I'm that guy, you know, I'm that guy who never opens anything, you know. I don't want to open this. Oh, but it can be, okay, it can be closed, so there we go. I just don't want to break the seal of things. I have a lot of special editions and with things inside like soundtracks that are sealed, but I don't want to open them. I don't know why it's a thing. I don't know why I'm like that. Let's check it out. So yeah. Oh, this is a stand. So it's a stand. You put it down and you put all the characters in there. So this is Randy. Chibi versions of the characters. Tio. There you go. Ellie. And Lloyd. Okay, yeah, the 4 main characters. We're missing 2 more playable characters, you know, but that's okay. Okay, here's some kind of what is this? A soundtrack? It's on a look at this up, man. Check this out. Yeah, it's the soundtrack in a cool cardboard white box. However, this is not the full soundtrack. That's kind of a disappointment. But it says here anthems of Crossbell. Oh, it's because every time you enter the Crossbell city, you know, it plays something differently. The town itself has a lot of themes. And there's all the themes that play in Crossbell, even the Geofront, which is the dungeon on the underground area of the city. So there's 10 songs. Only 10 songs right there. This is what This is what I was talking about. This is sealed. I'm not gonna open it. Hell no. I like leaving everything intact. What else is there? Oh wow. This is some kind of steel box, steel case. Check this out. That's awesome, man. Wow, that's awesome. Trails from Zero. Yeah, it's just a steel book. There's nothing inside. It's just so you can put the game in there in case you don't want the original case. I'm just gonna leave it like that, you know. I'll keep everything inside the box. Probably forever. Because I own this game digitally. No need to even open the game itself. So this is the classified files. I'm guessing this is some kind of art book. You know, we'll check it out in a bit. So what's this? It says here table of contents, map, characters, illustrations, backgrounds, and 3D artwork. So yeah, this is pretty much an art book. Lloyd Banning's, you know, the character profiles with Ellie right there. She looks kind of clumsy in here. And with her really, really sexy dress with a huge cleavage. Oh my god. Yeah, so there's Randy, Tio, the other characters who are playable. I'm not going to show them because if you guys haven't played this game, you might want to play it. Holy crap, and some more fan service in there. Yeah, so it's an art book with all the locations and stuff. Yeah. Awesome. There's one last thing in here. I think it's some kind of cloth. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna open this because it's gonna be a pain in the ass to put it back in this plastic, you know. But it's some kind of, it should say right here. A cloth poster. Yeah, a cloth poster. So there you have it. That's Trails from Zero Special Edition. That's it. Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm impressed. You know, usually special editions only have a soundtrack and an art book. That's it. And maybe just a little trinket. This one came with a cloth poster, an art book, a soundtrack, a metal steel case, and these acrylic figures. You know, that's really nice, Nice America. Great packaging. I really like this, and I'm really grateful, Matthew. Thanks a bunch for sending this amazing Christmas gift. Thanks a bunch, man. Trails from Zero, strongly recommended, guys. This is a must play, and I hope you're looking forward for its sequel next year, the same way I am. Thanks again. All right, so let's just put everything back. While I read some more of your questions, I probably missed a lot of your questions. Hey, Douglas. So what was first? The club mag was like this, right? Okay, so we're just gonna put everything like this back. Yeah, I'm that guy. How are you guys? I mean, if you collect special editions, for those of you who collect special editions, do you use the stuff they send you, like stickers? Do you actually use them, or the posters? Do you actually hang them on your walls? Do you open the soundtracks and listen to them in a CD player? Let me know. I guess the soundtrack is next. Gotta be really careful here. I don't want anything to fall apart. I frame the posters. Oh, that's clever. I don't use anything, you know, as you saw, I don't use anything or open anything. I left everything intact. I got this special edition of Odin's Sphere with a t-shirt that I did have to open it, you know, and now it's all, well, I don't know, not in great condition. It still smells like new, because I only used it for the unboxing video that I did a long time ago, but I keep it there. I don't use the t-shirt. It's a horrible t-shirt anyway. But yeah. Everything I opened, I regret it. Not worth it. Yeah, I don't like opening anything. I like opening the special edition itself to see what's inside. But all the goodies, you know, I keep them there. Oh, all of these were in this case, that's right. Never opened. I was keeping everything sealed up in the boxes, but lately I've been enjoying the goodies. Oh, okay. I get 2 copies of special edition, one to open and use everything and one to keep sealed. You must be a pretty wealthy guy to use a lot of money on special editions. It started with me opening my SMT Devil Summoner 2 Collector's Edition. Oh, the one with the plushie, with the Frost plushie, yeah. I almost got that special edition, but I didn't because it was pretty cheap. The guy was selling it for like $80, and it was a no-brainer. No, less. He was selling it for like $60, and I said no because it was just too big, and I couldn't bring it from Canada to Mexico. I had to leave a lot of great stuff back then, you know. I had to let a lot of great deals go, like an idiot. I just couldn't bring everything with me, man. I mean, I brought with me, when I came back from Canada, I brought with me a huge suitcase full of games, and I paid $310 on taxes. Yeah. I know, right? There you go. Radiata Stories Remaster. There's already a remaster on the 3DS. You know, where are my 3DS games? Oh, it's always in the back. So yeah, there's already a remaster. But I know what you mean. You want the game on the Switch. Me too. Yeah, I want the game on the Switch too. I mean, I have no problem playing the games on the DS or 3DS all the time. But I want, that's one game I would love to play on my TV. You know, with a Switch Pro controller or the PlayStation 4 controller. Damn it, Atlus. Bring Radiata Stories 2. I mean, they did it with the Alliance Alive. Why not Radiant Historia, right? Anyway, any more questions that I missed? Well, just re-ask them. Best RPG on the PS1. Well, you got Monster Seed, you got Shadow Tower, you got Blaze and Blade. Because who cares about Final Fantasy and Xenogears and Chrono Cross? And fuck those games, man. Shadow Tower. Beyond the Beyond. Eric, do you like Triangle Strategy more than Octopath Traveler? Yes. I always prefer strategy RPGs over turn-based or action. The majority of times, not always. But yes. As much as I love Octopath, Triangle Strategy, for me personally, it's the better game. What are your thoughts on Fire Emblem Engage? I'm not that interested because it's just Fire Emblem is not Fire Emblem anymore. It's just went to a different direction. It's just not the same. I think they care more about fan service and politically correct bullshit. So I don't know. I'm still gonna play it eventually, Fire Emblem Engage, but I'm not gonna buy it day one. I never buy games day one. Have you played the most underrated game, in my opinion, God Hand? That's a beat 'em up, the 3D beat 'em up on the PS2, and I've never played it. I know the game, I've never played it. That game, I think that's one of those games that nobody liked back in the day when it came out. Is it Capcom? Is it a Capcom game? It's Capcom, right? So nobody liked that game, and then all of a sudden everybody started recommending the game on hidden gem videos and all that, and underrated games. It started appearing in those types of videos, types of lists on forums and magazines. So Capcom, thanks. Yeah, but I've never played it. I just know it's kind of expensive and rare nowadays. We need a Shadow Tower playthrough. Absolutely. One of these days. Have you played Chained Echoes? No, I kind of wanted to. I know it's made by this one guy. He made a lot of advertisement. I want to play the game, but it's $25 right now, and that's a lot of money in my opinion for a digital game. So I'm gonna wait until it's freaking 10. And maybe that's when I'll finally do my top 10 best indie RPGs. I just hope it's not a broken-ass game like the majority of indie games are so stupidly hard. And when I say stupidly hard, I don't say, oh, it's really hard and challenging, it's gonna be awesome. No, stupidly hard as in annoyingly hard, frustrating. Like Astria Ascending was like that, man. And I was like, oh, fuck. But anyway, what do you think of the Persona 3 PSP coming to modern consoles and PC? That's awesome. I wish we could have gotten the PS2 version, but then everybody will bitch about the fact that you can't control your party members. So now instead we're getting the version where you can control your party members, but with the butchered interface during town and school exploration. You can still explore the dungeons, but everything else is menu-based. And that's bound to disappoint a lot of Persona fans, So, I don't know, in my opinion, Persona 3 didn't need a remaster. It needed some kind of remake, so they can do both versions, merge both versions, the PS2 and the PSP one, into the perfect definitive version of Persona 3. And since Atlus fucking hates me, I'm not gonna get the review codes. I'm not even gonna ask. What is the thing you dislike the most about Pokemon? I don't dislike Pokemon. I just don't find it appealing. I just don't care about training little monsters. I don't know. I think I'm more of a guy who prefers to train characters, like well-developed characters, And it's just these monsters, and I don't know. I just don't find it appealing. I have nothing against Pokemon. I just don't have fun, man. I tried several of them, and I just can't, man. I don't know. I've given Pokemon way too many chances. Enough chances to say that I just don't like it. But more like, I don't hate it or anything, It's just, I don't care for it. I'd rather train demons. Like in Shin Megami Tensei or Persona. I'd rather train demons. I find demons more appealing than little cute monsters. I don't know. Something about CL No Search. Will you play the fan translation for CL No Search? I think it's pronounced CL No Search. I always pronounce it CL No Search when it comes out. Yes, I will. I probably will. But I still want a sequel to that Check out that freaking plane, man. You hear? Story of my life. The planes. There's a fan translate. Oh, yes. You don't like Monster Capture racing games? No, not really. Monster Rancher, the Digimon games. I got Digimon Survive right here, but it's still unopened. I'm curious about it because it's a strategy RPG, but I get the feeling it's going to be like Pokemon Conquest. I'm just going to play for 2 hours and then, Yeah, but all those games, not for me. Yeah, can you please make a list of inappropriate for kids? That's a great idea. I can't because YouTube will shadow ban the video or straight up demonetize it. So sorry, man. As much as I would love to do a video like that, it's just not gonna happen. YouTube shadow bans everything nowadays. It shadow banned my last video. I don't know if you guys watched it. 10 JRPGs with wasted potential, all because I called the game a game politicized, and YouTube hates that, because they want you to believe we live in a perfect world full of positive stuff. Nobody criticizes anything. There's no negativity. There's nothing, as long as they can manipulate the system. Let's not get into that topic. I hate talking about it nowadays. Racing Lagoon on PS2 was cool. RPG racing game from Square Enix. I've never heard about that. I know some racing game RPGs like there was one on the TurboGrafx 16, I think. No, it's only on PC Engine, I believe. And then there's Car Battler Joe on the Game Boy Advance, and that's not a good game. It's not terrible, but it's not a good game. Yeah, the music. That's from Miss 8. Any advice for being an author? I'm not a successful author, even though I'm a successful YouTuber. I'm not a successful author. It's not like I sell hundreds of copies every month. Not even a year, man. I think I sell sometimes like 5 books a month, or 2, or 10. So I think I'm not a good guy to ask for advice as an author. Well, unless you're talking about the technicalities of being an author, of writing books. I can give you some advice on that, but on how to manage your books and sell them and advertise them and be successful, I have no idea. Zero clue. Maybe you need to be politically correct nowadays in order to be successful, like in every fucking piece of entertainment nowadays. This sounds like a Tales. This is from Tales of Graces, if I'm not mistaken. At least say which JRPGs are somehow inappropriate for kids. Well, if we're taking the term on its literal meaning, anything, you can say Nier Automata. The Nier games are inappropriate for kids, right? There's a lot of sexualization in there. There's a lot of really violent games, Shin Megami Tensei games, those are all inappropriate for kids. If that's what you guys mean, come on, there's a lot of video. Do you really need that video? It's pretty obvious. Everything with the mature rating on it. Xenogears is teen rating. I don't know why it shouldn't be. But yeah, Vandal Hearts. It's just... yeah. Utawareru Mono. Yes, a lot of them. Change your last name to Goldberg. It worked for Whoopi anyway. Erick Goldberg. Oh man. Let me show you one game that I got in England that I have no idea it ever existed. I got this is a special edition. I got it for £10. And it has everything, This is Hero Land. And it's a JRPG. I think it's some kind of indie RPG published by Marvelous. I've never heard of this game. It says check it out. This is fucking weird. I can't wait to play this game. Part-time Heroes Wanted. Journey to Hero Land, an amazing adventure theme park where anyone can explore dungeons, fight monsters, and become a legendary hero. Except you. You're a tour guide. It says right there. So your character is a tour guide. Probably you, the player. Help over 20 quirky guests complete their unique quests. Customize your parties and their strategies to survive. Holy shit! I mean, and this is, I don't know if this got a North American release, but as you can see, it got a European release. Holy shit, man, discover the dark mysteries behind the island's origins. Take a nostalgic trip through a vibrant 2D world inspired by the 16-bit era of RPGs, like 9 out of 10 indie RPGs in existence. Meet and defeat dozens of your colorful mascot co-workers just doing their job to slay you. So it has, I like the sense of humor already. This is the Noble Edition, and it has a lot of goodies in there. Oh man, I don't know. And as you can see, it looks like a turn-based RPG in the back. The hell, can't wait to play that game. Euroland. No, it's not North America, it's Marvelous. I don't know if there's a North American release. The PAL version was published by Marvelous. The box got beat up. Yeah, it was kind of beat up, but it was $10, man. £10. That's like $12. $12 for a special edition, even if it's beat up. Had it been 20, I would have let it go. I don't like beat up games in my collection, you know, unless they're dirt cheap, which was this game's case. By Xseed. Oh, so Xseed brought it to North America? No wonder I didn't hear about it. Those guys never sent anything. Huh. Never. A long time ago, I reached out to them. About a year ago, I think, probably a little bit more. And I was like, hey, so I have a YouTube channel. This is Erick Landon RPG. So if you guys are interested in sending any JRPGs my way, let me know. And the guy replied from Xseed, and he said, well, we got Story of Seasons coming up. And I was like, you know, I said JRPGs. And I know a lot of people consider the Harvest Moon Story of Seasons games as RPGs. I get that, you know. I was like, that's not the type of game that I usually talk about. I'm gonna have to pass on that respectfully, you know. But if you have any other, you know, like Room Factory, I'm interested in Room Factory, or games like that, just let me know. So the guy probably got offended because I never heard back. Never. I mean, what was I gonna do with Story of Seasons, man? I don't like. It's like sending me a Pokemon code. You know, I just thought I would be honest, you know, and say this is not the type of games that I cover in my channel. Guy got offended. I don't know. I never heard back. Maybe he quit the company, and I don't know. Is there any game you are anticipating for the holidays discount? Not anymore. I think I'm done with my purchases. You know, I bought everything that I want. I bought a lot of freaking games, and I have a bunch of them, you know. I don't know if you noticed, but my PS4 collection is now holding all these 2 layers. And I even have to put games on top of others right here, because I almost have 100 games already on the PS4. Maybe I'll make a video to celebrate that. 100 plus games on the PS4. It's officially the console where I have the most games. I also have a bunch of Switch games. Yeah, so I think I'm done with my holiday purchases. Why does Atlus hate you? I don't know if they don't hate me, man. It's just bullshit. I had an issue with them a long time ago, and it's kind of ruined my relationship with the Atlus PR, with the people in charge of sending review codes to YouTubers. My problem is with them, not with anybody else. Atlus is awesome. I'm a die-hard fan of Atlus. I love Atlus. But it's just with that particular section of Atlus, you know, the PR section, that I had a problem with. There's a freaking drama on my second channel. Check it out. The truth is there. What will you do about PS5 RPGs like Final Fantasy XVI? Nothing. I don't care about Final Fantasy XVI. I don't care about Final Fantasy at all anymore. So, eventually I'll get a PS5 once it's like $200 in 2042 maybe. Dragon Ball. So many people will love a Pokemon code. Oh, Nintendo is pretty... I've never received a single code from Nintendo. Never in my life. Nintendo is like really freaking... I've heard they're really specific and special who they send their codes to. Probably not gonna send codes to someone like me. Ask Sony to send you a PS5. Probably. That'll be a good idea. You know, they can't send stuff to me because I'm in Mexico, and it's just really expensive to send stuff to Mexico. When I was living in Canada, I got a lot of stuff. People were sending stuff, no problem, you know. But here, is that Annabelle behind you? This is a poster from Fate Stay Night, and this is a poster from my book Terra Gaiden. Right? So, or if you mean this doll is from one of my books, Nick's Inferno. It was a fan-made doll, nothing to do with Annabelle. Huh. But yeah. What do you think of Crisis Core Reunion? No, I haven't played it. What's going on? No Christmas donations for me? Now will be a good time to insert ads. No. Come on, I don't want ads on my Q&A. I'm just not interested in anything Final Fantasy anymore. I know I heard about Theatrhythm. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I probably didn't. Theatrhythm 3, or Part 3 or Part 2 on the Switch. I don't care about Final Fantasy anymore. Sorry. Raid Shadow Legends. It's freaking ads, man. That's over, you know. The ads nowadays are all about DD Foods, Uber Eats, and all that crap. So there you go, over 100 people watching. So I made my that's it, that's all I got. No special topics for my second channel. I have plans for my second channel. I will continue to upload clips from these Q&As, but I think I'm also going to start uploading my old Let's Plays. You know, the streams, the 2-hour-long streams. The Erick Landon RPG plays this and that. You know, because they're all unlisted in my main channel, as they should. You know, they can't be public, the majority of them, because they affect the algorithm. They shouldn't, but YouTube, you know, they don't really know how to program correctly their algorithms, in my opinion. So I'm probably gonna start uploading those on my second channel. When did you stop liking Final Fantasy? Right after Final Fantasy X-2 came out. I gave Final Fantasy XII a chance and I loved it, but I could tell that was no longer Final Fantasy. That was no Final Fantasy anymore. That's around the time, you know, when I started disliking it, after 12. When 12 came out, amazing game, I loved it, but I was like, this is not Final Fantasy anymore. It's like Fire Emblem Three Houses. Fire Emblem Three Houses, amazing game, but that's not Fire Emblem anymore, in my opinion. So, that's when I stopped liking Final Fantasy. What are you currently playing? Triangle Strategy. I just finished last week. No, this week. I think I finished the game on Monday, or... Yes, on Monday, I think. Astria Ascending. And I started playing Triangle Strategy afterwards. But I'm still interested in some Final Fantasy games. You know, eventually I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 16. Eventually I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2. But I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait like years when the games are like $10 or $20 out there. And I never tried the MMORPGs. I don't play MMORPGs, too addictive for me. I need to stay away from them. Fighters, just boring Arc System, one of the most overrated fighting game company of all their... I'm a big fan of Arc System Works. But they're one of the most popular fighting game companies out there, with Capcom and Namco. Have you beat Hero Saga Leviathan Tactics? No. I think I'm gonna give up on it. I'm I'm gonna keep trying to see how far I can get. I just don't see myself beating that game, you know. I don't think it's a great game. It's not a bad game, it's definitely good. But it's such a freaking grind fest, man. More like... it's one of those games. It's slow. Maybe you'll get better, you know. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe I'll end up loving it and strongly recommending it on my videos, you know. Who knows, right? I'll give it a chance. I'll continue, but I don't see myself beating the game. Any guess on when the next Tales game will come out? Well, you know, Tales games, usually main Tales games, not remasters or ports. Main Tales games usually come out every 4 years or so. I mean, the last one was 2021, Tales of Arise. And before that, we got Tales of Berseria, right? And that was 2016. Well, North America got it until 2017, I think. But it came out in Japan first in 2016. So that's a 4 or 5 year time lapse. And then before that we got Tales of Cesteria, which was 2013. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where's freaking Cesteria? Holy crap, no, this was 2015. So they didn't waste any time in releasing Tales of Berseria. Only a year and a half elapsed between both games. Wow. So that's weird. That's an anomaly. An anomaly right there. And then the last one was Tales of Exilia, which came out... Tales of Exilia 2, I think it's 2012 or 13. 12. Yeah, 2012. So that was 3 years. So the way I see it, they taking longer to release Tales games, right? Because Tales of Exilia 1 was a 2011 game. And then Tales of Graces F, which actually it was a remaster, came out in 2009 or 10. And then, yeah, so we used to get the Tales games every 2 years. What's going on, Bandai Namco? You guys are taking longer every time to release a new Tales game. So, when's the next Tales gonna be? Probably 2025. I hope not. Best Indie RPG, Cosmic Star Heroine. Yep. This is my favorite indie RPG of all time. If I ever do that top 10 best indie RPGs, you bet your ass this is gonna be number 1. Right? There you go. It's cause Arise has a new engine, and it's made for PS4 and 5. Probably. So maybe the next Tales game is not gonna take long. They've also released a bunch of mobile Tales games. Maybe that's the reason why they wanted to focus on the mobile market for a bit. Tales of, I don't even know the names. I don't care about mobile games. I don't know any Yuna Leska. Never heard of her. I'm not interested in Twitch. I tried Twitch like 3 years ago and didn't like it. Yes, Cosmic Star Heroine was a limited release by Limited Run Games. But the digital version is often $5. They were busy with Elden Ring. But that's from Software. Bandai Namco didn't have a finger in there, you know. Cosmic Star was one of the few RPGs that made me actually think about how to approach each turn. Yes, because every attack is different. You don't have any regular whatever attacks, you know, every attack is like something different. It's pretty good. I love the battle system in Cosmic Star Heroine. I love everything about Cosmic Star Heroine. I just wish it could have been longer. I just wish the game could have had more character development, like 5 more hours of main story to know a little bit more about the characters. That's my one and only complaint about Cosmic Star Heroine. I haven't tried Chained Echoes. I see some Discussion Gamer fans on the chat. Thank you for that. But it's Oscar, man. He just doesn't have time anymore to make videos. He was just missing dates, you know, and yeah. One day I was like, you know, it's just not working anymore. You don't have time anymore. So maybe when he gets time... Oh man. Oscar is like James Rolfe, you know. Someone should make videos about Oscar versus time. Busiest guy in the planet. And the guy doesn't even have kids. You know, so yeah. Blame Oscar. Go to his channel V for Vintage Gaming and say, it's all your fault, motherfucker! Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm sorry for all the fans, to all the fans of Discussion Gamer. I love doing the channel, I love doing the videos, you know, but Oscar just doesn't have time anymore. What's the JRPG that changed your life? Chrono Cross, obviously. I'd say also Super Mario RPG or Final Fantasy Legend 2. But yeah, definitely Chrono Cross it was a life-changing experience for me. Like at that moment I knew I will have something to do with JRPGs one day in my life. Back then I was just enjoying them. But I felt something, like my fate was connected to JRPGs. And look at me now. 15 years after that. I guess you're trying to ask if Pokemon inspired Dragon Quest V. I don't think so, because Dragon Quest V came before Pokemon. I think it was the other way around. Dragon Quest V inspired Pokemon, just like Shin Megami Tensei did. Nobody tells us that story, you know. You know what? One of these days I'm gonna make a video called The Truth About Pokemon. But there's no evidence. You know, at least with Final Fantasy Tactics, the developers admit that they come from Tactics Ogre. But the guys from Game Freaks, it will be interested to ask them, hey, before creating Pokemon, did you ever play Shin Megami Tensei, or what influenced you to create Pokemon? And if they say, yes, I was a fan of Shin Megami Tensei, then there you go, I can make the video. Because the first Pokemon game got released in 1998. People think of Pokemon as if it was some kind of really old series from the early 90s. No, it's from the late 90s. You know, it's a new thing. That's why I never got into Pokemon either, you know, because by the time the games and the anime came out, I was more into other things, you know. But I just don't see the... I mean, we can play the games, we play Pokemon and say, hey, this is similar to Shin Megami Tensei, right? You know, but it's just not the same. It's different mechanics, different things. So I would just love to see the guys from Game Freaks admit that they are fans of Megami Tensei and that they were inspired by their ideas. Or at least Monster Rancher, if I'm not mistaken, Monster Rancher is also older than Pokemon. I could be wrong though, but I'm not sure. In 1996, thanks. Near the end of 1996, you're right. I said 1998, 1996. Pokemon. Thanks. The creator of Pokemon was inspired by bug collecting. I'm not surprised. I mean, yeah, you play the games, the freaking monsters look like bugs, the majority of them. So, it makes a lot of sense. That was his inspiration. Are there any good RPGs coming out in 2023? I'll make a video about it probably in 2 weeks before the year ends. What are my most anticipated JRPGs of 2023? Boy, I have a lot this time, because last year I remember I had to include some games that were not that great. Like this, for example. It turned out to be a little bit of a disappointment. It's still a good game, don't take me wrong. But it just wasn't like, wow, amazing game, strongly recommended. No. So I had to include games like this, or games that I had already talked about before in previous and most anticipated videos. This one's a good one. 2023, there's a lot of JRPGs that I'm really excited about, and I've never mentioned them in other videos. I've mentioned them in Q&A streams, just not in other videos. So we'll see. Okay, so Monster Rancher came out in 1997. So there you go. Monster Rancher did not inspire Pokemon. Will Fire Emblem Engage be in that top 10? I don't think so. Grand Blue is probably gonna be there. It was in last year's video, but they didn't release it this year. You played Trails, right? What's your favorite title? I just did an unboxing of Trails from Zero. You probably missed it, like, what it was, like an hour ago. Trails of Cold Steel 4 is probably my favorite, or Trails in the Sky second chapter. It's either one of those. I've never been able to decide. Who knows what inspired what, Monster Rancher or Pokemon? Reverie comes out in 2023. Well, they promised. They better uphold that promise, you know, Nice America. They got 3 games released next year. Trails... Nayuta? Trails from... Endless Trails, I think it's called. And then Trails from the Reverie. And Trails from Azure. Trails from Azure is going to be released first, I'm pretty sure. March, I think. Do you recommend playing the .hack GU games without playing the previous quadrilogy on the PS2? Yes. That's exactly what I did. You know, I played all the first 3 games first. I mean, you do get spoiled in a few things. You know, I mean, it is necessary. It is better to play the first quadrilogy first. Obviously, better. But, it's okay to play the GU trilogy first. What do you do when you're not playing games or making videos? What? I have a life, kiss! I hang out with my family, you know, read books, edit my freaking books, translate them to English, playing the guitar as you probably saw, listening to music, watching series, watching videos on YouTube, watching movies, eating, sleeping. Yeah, the Xenogears battle theme. Oh man, Suikoden remasters coming up next year, huh? And then I think I saw that the remasters are going to have a physical release. Jesus, Konami. What took you so damn long to open your fucking eyes, Konami? To listen to reason? They're making a comeback, Konami. Do you know what's going on with the Pixel FF remasters? They just released them for... They just announced them for PS4 and Switch, I think. I don't know. You haven't done audiobooks of your books? No, I have an accent. I'm Mexican. So I don't think a lot of people will be interested in listening to me reading my books with this freaking weird-ass accent. And, man... I mean, reading my books and recording myself reading them, that would be a pain in the ass. Oh, my parents and my sister went to watch Avatar 2 last night. I didn't go because I just don't want to go to the movies anymore. Everything's so fucking politicized nowadays that I just don't want to go to the movies anymore. I'm tired of that. Do you think about having kids? It's not an awkward question. I don't want to have kids because everything is politicized nowadays. I'm not sure, you know. I don't think so. Do you think more and more game companies will do remasters of their old games? Definitely. I mean, just, you know, how many remasters did we get 5 years ago as opposed to nowadays? Well, everything gets remastered on the Switch, on PS4 and Steam. Everything. So yeah, it's a guarantee we'll keep getting more and more remasters. And I hope so. You know, I didn't used to support remasters back then. I was like, remakes, remasters, fuck that, I prefer the originals. But then, freaking COVID-19 happened and everything shot up in price. So all of those games that I recommend, I'm like, hey, you know what? I strongly recommend this game. But I'm like, people, you guys watching the video are like, yeah, but that's a game that, I mean, it's too fucking expensive, Eric. I'm not gonna buy it. Well, you can emulate this game, but I know a lot of you don't like emulation, so my recommendations go to hell down the toilet because companies refuse to remaster those games. You know, I've been heavily recommending Suikoden 1 and 2 for a while now, and Suikoden 2 is freaking expensive. And now that it's finally getting remastered, you know, a lot of people will be that don't like emulation or that never bought it digitally on the PS3 or PSP or Vita will now be able to play it for the first time, right? So I do support remasters nowadays, mainly because of that reason. I'll admit Suikoden 1 and 2 don't really need a remaster. I think they aged pretty well, especially Suikoden 2 aged pretty well, you know. But, you know, if the remaster can make more people play the games and appreciate them, that's even better, right? I'm near the end of Triangle Strategy. Do you read Berserk? No, I watched the anime series and the movies and the new series, which I loved, by the way. Nobody liked it. I did. I love the animation. Something about it that I can't explain. I just really enjoyed it. The original is better, you know, the original animation. But this new style, I dig it, you know. Kind of like cel-shaded, you know. I like it. Nobody liked it, I know, but I did. But I've never read the manga. What if Kuro no Kiseki never came out in the West? Oof, people will riot. Grab your pitchforks, everybody. I hope they remastered Trails from the Sky. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, that game desperately needs the same treatment as Trails from Zero. It'll happen. I'm pretty sure it'll happen. But it doesn't even exist in Japan. It's on the PS Vita, and those versions, we never got them. You know, but sadly, nobody cares about the PS Vita nowadays. I do, but the majority of people don't. So, if Trails from Zero got remasters, why not Trails in the Sky? I mean, what's going on in there, Falcom? I mean, you started backwards. You should have started with Trails in the Sky. And then Trails from Zero. Let's play some more. That's the cable. Any requests? You can make a donation with your request if you want to. I'll try my best. Yeah. Are you interested in East now? East 8 at 10, East 10, of course I am. You know, I'm always gonna be interested in East. Unless it starts going the politicized way. Oh, wait for this song to end. This is from War Song, or also known as the original Langrisser. Langrisser! On the Genesis. Yeah, I know you're gonna request a lot of JRPG songs. I don't know a single one of them. I don't know any 9 Inch Nails fans out there? Deftones? What about, do you think Mega Man is dead? No, they're going to remaster. There's a collection coming that's called Mega Man Battle Network. It'll have all games, so it's coming back. Thank you, IB. Can you recommend any modern action JRPGs similar to the Quintet trilogy, Legend and Trails of Mana, but for PS4? Here's one. It's not that similar, but I think it's somewhere around that, you know. This is Oninaki on Switch and PS4. This is an excellent game, man. The story, oh my god. I mean, those games are colorful, kind of like charming, you know, Quintet trilogy, Illusion of Gaia, Legend of Mana, Trials of Mana. This is different, but the gameplay mechanics, the controls are kind of similar, you know. Maybe you'll enjoy this one. Oh, here's another one. These two games, The Witch and the Hundred Knight, you only control one character. It's chibi, you know, it's a little bit like that. Maybe in terms of gameplay mechanics, it's what you're looking for. Maybe The Witch and the Hundred Knight 1 and 2. The first game is on PS3 and also on PS4. Yeah, I mean, what else? I think that's it. You might want to try Ys Origin. Yeah, definitely try Ys Origin or Ys the Old in Felgana, some of the Ys games. The Cure. The Cure is weird because I need to change a few things on the guitar first to change some settings. The Cure. The Cure. Let me know if you can hear this. Let me check here something real quick. No, you can barely hear that. Can you hear that? I need to get rid of the overdrive, you know, for that. And this amplifier is just not the best for this type of music, you know. It's more about the industrial, fuzzy themes. So can you hear that? If you don't know that song, you're no fan of The Cure. This is not how the song goes. This is wrong because I'm playing on D standard, and it's really freaking not impossible, but it's really freaking hard to play Push by The Cure on this tuning, you know. But it's like this. It's like this. Boys Don't Cry. You know, Boys Don't Cry is one of my least favorite The Cure songs. I know it's the most popular The Cure song ever, but I'm not really a fan. Yeah, I don't really know the song, you know. No, sorry guys. Not really the best fan of... I used to know the song because I was in this cover band and I had to learn it, you know. Thank you, Carlo, para tu caguama de los domingos. My question, which JRPG secondary characters deserve their own game? That's an interesting question, you know. Interesting, you know, like a sequel but with the other characters. Wow. I don't know what you mean by my JRPG starter pack. JRPG starter pack. I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, there's a lot of games with great characters, with great potential, that could have their own games, could be the protagonists of their own games. A lot of Fire Emblem games from the older series. A lot of Xeno games, for example. You know what? Utaware Rumono just got a new game, which is a prequel, and it stars some of the secondary characters of the trilogy. You know, Oshtor and his sister Nekone. Nekone, you know, that's an interesting. How about a sequel to Radiata Stories with some of the secondary characters as the main characters? So many characters to choose from. Same with Suikoden. Any Mega Man songs? I don't know any video game music, you know. What else by The Cure? Pictures of You. Oh, I know this one. No? You know that song, don't you? No? Nah, you won't be able to recognize it unless I play this part. No, wait. Oh, of course, that solo sounds like shit with this amplifier. I kind of need some kind of like overdrive, but it's gonna sound very, very fuzzy. Yeah, nah. This integration by The Cure is pretty weird in the guitar because that song, the guitar doesn't really stand out that much. And some of the guitar parts sound like keyboards, like ding ding, like this part, you know. It sounds like they're playing some kind of keyboard. And then there's the synthesized guitar, like the when the chord, when the singing starts from this integration, like dee doo dee doo dee doo, something like I don't know that part. No. Something like that, you get the idea, but I don't know that part. I mean, I could learn it because it's easy. It's the same riff, the same solo over and over again throughout the entire song, but it's just not fun to play. I mean, this integration is one of my favorite The Cure songs, but it's just not fun to play. I start playing that and I'm like, man, I don't know. I love to play the keyboards on this integration. I know some... Come on, what else is there? Let's change bands. Somebody was asking about Nirvana. Don't make me play that stupid ass song, I hate that fucking song. Smells Like Teen Spirit. Oh my god, the most overrated song of all time. I'm a Nirvana fan, but I'd rather much play the other songs, like... Yeah, In Bloom. There's also Aneurysm. What are you guys hearing more? The amplifier or this? I'm pretty sure you're getting a lot of this. This. Maybe I should play with my fingernails instead. Come on. Come As You Are. I like the original versions of that riff from Killing Joke. And my favorite is from a band called The Damned, and the song is called Life Goes On. That's one of the earliest examples of that Come As You Are riff. Yeah, because it's... I'm not really a fan of Nirvana's greatest hits. And The Damned is like... It's very similar, but The Damned came with the riff first. I think there's an older band from the 60s or 70s who created that riff, and then The Damned, used that riff for that song. Amazing song, by the way, my favorite The Damned song. And then Killing Joke, which is also one of my favorite bands of all time. And then Nirvana made that riff popular. Love Division, Joy Division, right? Yeah, that's Ceremony. Joy Division, there's also like Dead Souls. I know the Nine Inch Nails version, but yeah, it's like Dead Souls. Something like that. I don't know the original, I learned the cover of Dead Souls by Nine Inch Nails, which is pretty much... Okay, put the pick down. Godsmack. I'm not a fan of Godsmack. I know the band. I should listen to Godsmack. I never gave that band a chance. The Ramones. I don't think I know any Ramones song. I don't think I know any Ramones song, No. Tool. My problem with Tool is that I know some riffs that sound kind of similar, but I'm always kind of like wrong. I'm pretty sure anything I play from Tool is wrong. Like... And it sounds like shit, of course, because Tool uses another type of amplifier. This is more for industrial. This is really noisy, as you can hear. It's really noisy. It's not the best to use for a band like Tool. There's some stuff from Tool. Isn't that Sober? Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start things over. Yeah. Sober is pretty easy. The riffs are easy, but they're basically... it's pretty tricky, It's just, this guy's a genius. Adam Jones, man. Damn, that guy. What a freaking genius on the guitar. But I know some songs from Tool. Like, my favorite is Eulogy. And there's also Schism. I know some parts of the song, but not really, Or from Anima. Anima. The ending. I'm losing a lot of people. I had over 100. Nobody wants to see me playing the guitar because I suck. Schism is impossible. Sucks. Opeth, Catatonia, nope. Affy or Misfits, nope. Red Hot Chili Peppers, nope, not a fan. Rise Against, not a fan. Where are my Deftones fans? You play guitar better than I play drums. Dream Theater, nope. I don't know any songs by those guys. Damn. Those are hardcore guitarists, Passenger, I don't know that song. I know Digital Bath, but it's kind of tricky on this guitar. Hole in the Earth by Deftones. It's like this, goes like this. Can you explain? Any black metal like Dark Throne? Oh no. I think the heaviest stuff that I know is probably Fear Factory. Like Resurrection, for example. There's two guitars in that song. One is doing this. Because that song is in drop C, I think, and the other one is doing... Mellow Death. I don't know that band. I know Megadeth, not Mellow Death. Sepultura. I think I used to know Bloody Roots. I haven't played that in such a long time. System of a Down. Nope. You've Seen the Butcher. I don't know that song. That's from Diamond Eyes, isn't it? That song. I don't know that one. Yeah, you guys are making a lot of requests about bands that I don't even listen to, or... Yeah, okay, that's it. That's it, you know. We don't have a lot in common. Yeah. That's it. Let's continue with the music. Well, they're more Suikoden music. Next time I'll learn some JRPG music. Try to play live. What are your thoughts on Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age? I think it's a wonderful remaster. One of the best remasters I've seen in my life, actually. It fixed a lot of all of the bad things. Technically speaking, all of the bad things about Final Fantasy XII went away with that remaster. So it is the best version to play. I think it's a fantastic remaster. Are you keeping up with the new Kickstarter JRPG like a Euden Chronicle and Sea for Stars? Not really. I don't really pay that much attention to Kickstarters, you know, but if I get a review code for those games, I'll support them, probably, definitely. Sepultura are better than Soulfly in my opinion. Well, they're different, you know, they're kind of different. Soulfly went more towards the new metal genre, while Sepultura stayed in the thrash metal, I think. Was like black metal. I haven't played Chained Echoes yet. It looks interesting. I'll definitely give it a try if I see it for cheap one day. Give Mold Chat Doma a shot. Is that a band? I should have called this stream the last goddamn Q&A of 2022, but I'm not gonna promise anything, but I might reappear later before the year ends. It's not gonna be a Sunday, because the next two Sundays are 25 and the 1st of January. You know, I'll be out of here. I'm not gonna be here. Well, maybe I'll do one on a Saturday, on a Friday, maybe Friday 30. I'm planning on making my next Q&A, my next and final Q&A of 2022, Friday 30, around the same time, 12 p.m. Central Time, but I can't make any promises. And then, because the next stream, the next Q&A will be until January 15. So I'm taking a small break. I'll still be uploading videos, but I'm not gonna make any live streams until January 15. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if I don't come back on December 30 of this year, I won't be back until January 15 with the Q&As. Videos are gonna be there, don't worry. Aren't you going to decorate your home with a Christmas tree? Oh. I'm not like many streamers, man. A lot of streamers, what they do, and YouTubers, you know, they do all those types of things to celebrate holidays, you know, and to, I don't know, I don't like that. I'm here to be me, to be myself, and that's it. Is your last video for this year about Utawareru Mono?